Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to this has to be day number 2, week 4, spring 2025 of our journey together, and it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here for this evening's classes. Let's begin. So let me head up. My name is Mr. Petite, so let me head up properly. My name is Mr. Petite. Today is what? Tuesday the 28th of January. So this month is coming quickly to an end, and it just began. You can imagine that, like January just began. Literally, we just were saying Happy New Year, and look at it. In just a few short weeks, we are already in the 4th week of January. That's incredible. Wow, that is incredible. All right, so the subject is mathematics. The topic that we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna divide it into sections. So the first section that we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be looking at inequalities. Let's say graphing inequalities. Graphing inequality. An equality is just as the name suggests. So it's basically gonna be a teaser. So what we're gonna be doing tonight, obviously some topics we have seen, some topics we have not seen. But basically the hope is, section 1, is to give you a teaser on what we have to do more in depth. But I just want to, give you a varied practice so you could be able to see lots and lots of different questions. So we're not going to be on one particular topic all night, right? So it's 6:09 now. In a few short minutes, we're going to be on another topic. But right now we're going to be looking at graphing inequalities. And so the question says that we have to use using the letter X, right? So using the letter X. Question number 1, using the letter X. So when you hear X, obviously we're talking about the variable X, right? So using the letter X, a lot of persons' mic is unmuted, so let me unmute you. So using the letter X, we want to.
Good night.
Good night, good night, good night.
Good night.
Good night. So using the letter X, we want to. Using the letter X. We want to write the inequality for the graph below. We want to write the inequality. We want to write the inequality for the graph below. Now, the thing about inequalities, and we'll learn about it more in depth when we actually.
Excuse me, Mr. Petite. I have to log in on another device.
Who's speaking?
Steve, on your roll.
No problem. The thing about inequalities is that you have the signs, and the different signs stand for different things. And when we actually look at this topic in depth, we would, actually cover every facet of it.
Excuse me, Mr. B.
Mm-hmm.
I use my graph book.
No, you don't need a graph book for this. You really don't. So for this one, what does this symbol mean? This one right now.
Greater than.
Greater than, very good. I'm not only talking to Crimson. Let me ask the question again. What does this symbol mean? What does this symbol mean?
Greater than.
Greater than.
Greater than.
Very good. Greater than. Greater than.
Greater than.
Yes. Jerusalem. Where's Jerusalem?
Yes, sir.
I got it. Okay.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. What does this one mean?
Less than.
Less than.
Less than.
And then what does this one mean?
Equal to.
Equal to.
Equal to. Very good. Equal. Equal to. And what does this symbol mean right now?
That's actually do exercise.
One of them higher?
No. What does the symbol mean right now?
Greater than or equal to?
Greater than or equal to. Very good, Michaela. Greater than or equal to. So you see, we have the equal sign beneath. That means it could be equal to it, right? So greater than or equal to. And it means exactly what it says, right? When I was a student, I was like, why, what? I just know greater than, less than, equal to. What do you mean by greater than or equal to? It literally means what it says, greater than or equal to, which means that it could be the number, the variable, could be greater than a set of numbers, or it could be equal to it. All right, equal to.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Mm-hmm.
I won't be able to talk for a while since I'm in like a noisy environment. So
No problem. And then
Okay.
the next one is this one. What does this symbol mean?
Less than or equal to?
Less than, or less than,
Less than
or
equal to?
or equal to. Equal to. Less than or equal to. All right. So greater than, less than, equal to, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. All right. So that's the symbols that you need. Now it's time for us to graph this thing. So you're going to use your ruler and then you're going to draw a straight line. Now this straight line that you draw is going to, let me see if we can get it. I just want the, image, the line. Let's do this. So you want to draw a straight line, and the straight line is basically the number line, basically. And so we have here is this. So this is our number line that we have. And they want us to, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna say, okay, we have this number line, but I also have this. Let's say we have this this circle. And let's say the circle goes on top of this thingy here. And then we have this guy right here. And there we go. Good. So that's the image that we have, right? And so what they want us to do is that they want us to write, using the letter X, write an inequality for this graph. All right, so let me answer this. So answer. So how would I answer this, right? Anyone have any idea? By the way, let me open the chat for you. What is going to be my answer? Everyone? Anyone have any idea? Some of y'all should know how to do this. Some of you might know. Anyone has ever done graphing inequalities before? Let me know.
I have.
Yeah. Okay,
Yes,
so what is
I
the,
have, but I don't remember.
you
They just
remember?
teach me this today.
Who's that? Who said they just learned this today?
Kino.
Kino, okay. Kino, they said that you were asking people for their number yesterday. Don't do that. Do not do that in my class. You hear me?
What they talking about?
Kino. Don't do that in my class. You understand me? Don't do that in my class. You understand me?
What's that?
Okay.
Lying on my name.
I said, I ain't asking you, I just said I don't do it in my class. All right. What is going to be the answer for this one? What y'all have for this?
Can you say it out loud or just put it back in the
Yeah, you
chat?
can say it aloud if you know it.
Okay, so x equals -1.
X equals to
-1.
X equals to -1? No. No. Anyone else want to try?
I think it's like x over -6.
Negative
X
6.
over -6.
X is greater than -6.
X is greater than -6.
Maybe put X and then one of those like the greater than or equal to sign.
By the way, are we supposed to draw this? Are y'all drawing this? Because someone has asked me
Yes,
if
sir.
we're supposed to be drawing this.
Yes, sir.
Are we supposed to be drawing this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir, because you told us to get a ruler.
Exactly. So whoever's asking me if we're supposed to draw this, the answer is yes. I don't have it on the screen for no reason. Okay, so I saw that some persons put the answer in the chat already. And they are absolutely right. This is X is what?
Less than or equal to.
Now, if we're going to the right, right? If we're going to the right, these numbers, are they bigger than -6 or smaller than -6?
They are bigger than
Bigger.
-6.
They are bigger than -6. So -5 is bigger. -4 is bigger than -6. And so, Mr. BD, how is -6 bigger than, how is -5 bigger than -6? Does anyone have any answer to that? How is -5 bigger than
I know.
-6?
6
I know.
is
Close to the 1.
because 6 is
Because-
farther away from 0.
Because 6 is further away from 0. Anyone else? Why is -5 bigger than -6?
I think because
-5 is
because
closer
if
to
you-
0.
-5 is closer to 0. Okay.
I
Yeah,
think I know because if
Negative
6
5
is
Go ahead, Kanan, then
because
Genesis. Kanan, then Genesis.
answer.
Mhm.
Positive 6 is greater than +7. So if you do it the other way around, it's
Mhm.
gonna be +6 is less than +7.
Mhm.
So if you do it around, +6 would be better, would be greater than -6 would be greater than -7.
Okay. Anyone else?
Because -5 means you owe less than you would if you had -6.
I like that analogy, Genesis. Anyone else? Devana, you're gonna answer?
Because -5 more to the right and -6 to the left.
Yeah, it's further away. So the analogy I like to use is the exact analogy that Genesis used. Like, would you rather owe $5 or would you rather owe $6? Which one is better for you?
$5.
Exactly.
$5.
Exactly. Because if you owe $6, that means you're more in debt, right? Which means that -5 has to be greater than -6, because someone who owe -6 versus someone who owe -5, the person who owes $5 is in a greater financial position or in a better financial position than someone who owes $6. It's the same thing with this. Someone who owes $2 is in a better financial position than someone who owes $6. And someone who think about this, someone who has no money is better than someone who owes $6. Like, would you rather have no money or owe someone $6?
No money.
Rather be
No
Exactly,
money.
exactly, right? It's kind of,
You
it's
need to
interesting.
work for your money.
Exactly. At least you don't owe no one. So when it's to the right, we use greater than -6. By the way, Shanair, why didn't you put greater than or equal to? Why just put strictly greater than? That's a very good question. What if, go ahead. Go ahead. I can't hear you.
because the circle ain't bubbling.
Very good, because the circle is not shaded in. So for example, if we had let's say we had this diagram here, right? And let's say I have 0, right? And let's say I have, this is -6 here. And let's say that this is 6. Let's say that this is 0, but it's shaded, right? That means if it's shaded, that means include the 6. Sorry, include the -6. So we're gonna send this over. And so what do we have? This means that X is what? X is greater than or what? Or equal to -6. Is that? Do you all understand the difference between when it's shaded and when it's not shaded? You see?
Yes, sir.
You all understand that? Let me know, please. If you understand the
I think
difference
so.
between
No, I
it.
I
don't.
think so.
No?
I don't.
You
Just say it
do.
again, Ms. Petit, please.
All right, so when it's shaded, you have to put the line on the bottom. When it's not shaded, you just do not put the line, you just put strictly greater than. All right. But if it's shaded, you have to put the line at the bottom. All right. Does that make sense? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So let's do another one. Y'all think y'all got another
Oh,
one?
hold on, be specific before you go on.
Right.
Yes.
If it was the other way around,
Uh-huh.
would it be less than or equal to?
Yeah, if it was the other way around, it would be less than, because you're going in the opposite direction. So it's going to be less, right? Less.
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah, let me erase all these. So let's do another one. How's your graph looking? Does it look as good as mine or better?
Better.
No comment.
Better.
Better?
Visible.
No
so-
way, no way, not better. Better?
No comment.
Excuse me, Mr. D, you can do an next example because I lost.
You lost? That's no problem.
Yes, sir.
That's fine. I can explain it over for you.
Mr. D, why you saying it like
I said I can explain it over for you, son.
yeah.
It's down. So I just came in.
All right. Empress.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so let's do another one. So let's say we have this at 5, say. And let's say that we have this one at here. So draw this for me, please. Okay. So what is going to be the answer? So what we have -5, and we have it going to the right. We're going to the right. So what would be the answer here? What would be the answer?
0.
0? No. Remember they said using the letter X, write the inequality for the graph below. So what would
I
be
think
the
it's
answer?
the same thing as the first one.
What's going to be the
Greater
answer?
than, or, I mean,
What's-
greater than.
What's the answer? Anyone
5
can?
greater than -5.
X
Less
equals
than -5.
X greater
So
than
greater than
Put
-5.
okay. Put your answer in the
negative
chat.
-5.
Put your answer inside the chat. Let me see who's following. Who's paying attention. Put your answer inside the chat. Everyone should put their answer inside the chat. Why are we putting numbers? Why are we putting numbers? I want the symbol. I want the symbol. Okay, Malaya, very good. Cameron, very good. Aliyah, very good. No, come on, write it properly. You can't, no, write it properly, Joel. Write the statement. Using the letter X, they said it, using the letter X. This is not hard. Math is easy, don't make this hard. Using the letter X, and that's what they say. Why do we have a question mark? Why do we have a question mark, Aiden Gray? Why? Why is the X capitalized? The X should not be capitalized. We're dealing with a small X.
sorry, I had caps on.
Why do we have equal to? Tavana? Why are we using words? We should not be using words. Alora, you have to finish the sentence. Put your hands inside the chat for me, please. This is easy. Please do not make this hard. This is very easy. All right, what do we have here? We have what? Negative what?
-5.
-5. Do we include -5? Do we include -5?
Yeah, so.
No,
No,
we do not
No, sir,
include
no, sir, no,
-5.
sir.
Because what? The circle is what?
Not bubble in.
It's open. It's open. So we cannot include -5. So we're gonna say x is what? Strictly what? Greater than what? -5.
-5.
-5. Let me know if y'all had this, please. Let me know if y'all had this.
I did.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But
Hold on,
Mr.
Mr. Petit.
Petit,
What?
X is greater than -5 because if you look
Yes,
at this,
sir.
right? All these numbers to the right, right? All these numbers to the right, they are greater than -5, right? 7 is greater than -5, right? 6 is greater than -5. 7 is greater than -5. 3 is greater than -5. So X, right, which is our variable, is going to be greater than -5. That's what this is saying. X
Okay.
is bigger than -5. All right.
Okay, so it just depends on where the arrow pointing at.
Yes, it depends on the direction of the arrow. So if the arrow was going to the left, it would be what? If the arrow is going to the left, it would be,
Less than -5.
yeah, X is less.
Five.
Yeah, X is less than -5. Does that make sense to y'all?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so
Good.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Petit.
Yes, someone have a question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you like briefly go over like the different rules of this topic? Because I'm like, I got the answer right, but I don't think I fully understand what the goal is for this exercise.
Yeah, that's
Like-
no problem. If you understand how to get this answer, that's all you need to know for now, right? For now. We're
Yes,
not,
sir.
don't go ahead. Don't overthink it, right? All right, don't overthink it. Just once you understand this part, as we move on to other examples, you're gonna see it more. All right.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
So for this one, we say that X is greater than -5. Now, what if we had, right? Let me erase this. What if we had this thing bubble in? So what if we had this bubble in like this?
It would be greater than or equal to.
Very good. So if it was bubble in, it was gonna be X is what? X is
Greater than.
greater than
Greater than
or equal to what? -5. That's if it was bubble in. But because it's bubble out, then we do not include the 5. We do not put this line at the bottom. It's just going to be X is greater than, strictly greater than -5. All right, do you all have this written down? Let me know, please. Do you have this written down?
No, so I'm writing the second one.
Do you have this written
Yes.
down? For those of you who have this
Writing.
written down, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. For those of you who have this written down, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. For those of you who have this written down, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right. Again, for those of you who have this written down, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to send the notes right now because I don't have my phone and my father doesn't have your number.
All right, my number is, let me give you my number. I'm gonna put my number inside the chat. My number is 426-8891. That's my number, so you could use that to take a picture of your work and send it to
Thank
me.
you.
Excuse
No
me.
problem. Yes, Travante.
I was wondering if I could send it when I finish.
Why is that?
I do my homework.
Okay. And Debria DeVoe. Where's Debria DeVoe? Debria DeVoe, can you hear me? Where's Debria? Okay. Trinity. Where's Trinity?
excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it later on in class? My mom hasn't my phone yet.
Your mother has what?
Hasn't reached my phone yet.
Okay, okay. No problem. Okay, good. All right, are we done with this slide? Let me know if we finished with this slide. So we can move on.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes.
I'm gonna send notes right now.
And Caleb Conliffe, you understand this so far?
Also, we don't bend over inequalities in school.
Okay, that's good. All right, so let's move on to the next one. So we have, okay, so we have, go ahead. All right, so that's that. All right, so let me go on to the next one. So let's do some graded examples. Wait. Y'all need more examples, or we can go to grade exercise now? Let me know.
More examples.
One more example.
More examples? More examples, okay. All right, then
Yes,
let's do
sir.
some more examples for y'all.
Example with one with the shaded one with the
Yeah, let's do some more examples. So I'm gonna do like a lot of them so y'all could see like how else they could put it. So let's go ahead and go on the splurge of a bunch of examples. So here we go.
I sent it, Mr. P.
Perfect. So for this one, we have, I'm gonna do it small. I'm gonna have like a good much examples here. This is small. I'll make sure. Okay, good. 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 And then, can this fit? Yes, it can. Good. Good. And good. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. So first things first, we need so we're gonna do a regular one. So let's say we have this one at 4, well, -4. And let's say we have,
Were you writing these?
yes, you are writing them. I don't have them on the board for pretty. All right, so let's say we have this right here. Okay, good. It's a good one. So what would this one be? This is number 1. What would this one be? What would this one be? The same one. Let me know, please. What would that one be?
X greater than -4.
X is
Greater than -4.
greater than and or equal to, or just greater than?
Just greater than.
Just greater than.
Just greater, just greater than. Very good. So X is greater than
-4.
-4. Very good. So we have this one. So it's gonna be X is greater than, strictly greater than what? -4.
-4.
All right, class, do you all understand that? X is greater than
Yes, sir.
-4.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Is anyone who do not understand that? Let me know if you do not understand what I just did. If you do not understand, let me know. Okay, so X is greater than -4. Why is it greater than -4? Because if you look carefully,
Because it's
we have an open circle, so we cannot include, there's no line at the bottom, and it's going to the right. Since it's going to the right, you have to use this particular sign. So X is greater than -4, okay? Next.
This is just an advanced version of number line.
Yeah, basically, that's a good point. All right, next we have number 4, and then this here, but watch out, Pokio. Boom. I got y'all now. Think I got y'all now. What we gonna have for this one?
no.
Number 2. Number 2. We're gonna have for number 2. What is it?
Greater than or
X
equal
is equal
to.
to, I mean,
X
greater than or
is
equal
greater
to
than or equal to
Very
4.
good. Very
negative
good.
4.
Very good. Not +4, but X is what? X is gonna be greater than or equal to what?
-4
Negative-
or 4.
Not or 4, just x is greater than or equal to -4. Now, why is this the case? What does this mean? This means that inside our solution set, we're going to include 4, right? So 4 does satisfy this inequality. Sorry, -4 does satisfy this inequality. So inside our solution set, we're going to have -4, we're going to have -3, we're going to have -2, we're going to have -1, we're going to have 0, all the way up to infinity. So this solution set or this inequality is satisfied when all of these numbers starting from -4 all the way up to infinity is inside of the solution set. So that means that we include -4. For this one, we do not include the -4. That's why we have the 0. So we have the circle, the open circle. And that's why this is strictly greater than. All right. Does that make sense to y'all? Let me know, please, if this makes sense to you.
Yes, sir.
Yo, sure.
Yes, sir.
Positive.
Yes, sir.
Repeat it again.
Repeat it again. So we include -4 in our solution set. So what does that mean? Starting from -4 all the way up to positive infinity, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. All of these are the values that will satisfy this particular inequality, which means that if x is 2, 2 is greater than -4. If x is 4, 4 is greater than -4. If x is 6, 6 is greater than or equal to -4. If x is -4, -4 is greater than or equal to -4. So all of these numbers, so this graph is basically the solution set for this inequality, okay? So all of these numbers will be satisfied. What does that mean? That means that whenever you see the circle that is shaded, you put the line underneath. And if it's going to the right, we're going to put the greater than or equal to. We're going to put the greater than sign. So since it's going to the right, we put the greater than sign. Since it is shaded, we put the line underneath. And that's how we get it. Does that make sense to y'all? Let me know, please. Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Let's do number 3. Now watch it, number 3. I can get everyone. I can get all y'all. Number 3. Watch this. So number 3, when I try something different, oh, Mr. Petit, you never showed us this. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know. All right. Let's see. Let's see if I get y'all. Oopsies.
This is easy.
You see? Sure.
Mhm.
All
I
right.
did this in grade 7.
So what is this gonna be?
Would it be less than -4? Less than
X
5?
is less than positive
Less than
5.
5.
Less than
X
positive
is less
5.
than 5.
X is less than positive 5.
So X, help me out. X is gonna be what?
Less than 5.
Less.
This sign?
Less than
5. I think, sorry.
It ain't -5. It's supposed to be positive 8.
Positive 5,
Yes.
okay. So positive 5, okay.
And that sign ain't correct.
What do you mean my sign is
The
not
most-
correct?
Sign. It's greater than, not.
It's greater
Not less.
than, not. It's
So
less
this is
than, not
wrong?
greater than.
This is wrong? Does that mean my sign is
Yes,
wrong?
I
Yes,
think
sir.
it's
The
Yes,
sign
sir.
is wrong.
The
My
whole
sign
thing
is wrong? How is my sign wrong?
I think
Yes,
it's
sir.
even
Yes, sir.
greater.
They got plenty
The
of catch.
sign wrong.
My sign wrong,
Mr.
wow.
Petit,
Yes, so
Mr.
I need to
Petit,
flip it.
Big wrong on that.
All right, so I need to flip it. So this is gonna be what? X is what? So let's change all this. And it's gonna be X is, so all these numbers are, wait, let me make sure we have a good blue. So X is greater than or less than?
Less than.
Strictly less than positive 5. Make sense? So X is strictly less than positive 5. Does that make sense to you all? Do we include the line underneath? Do we
No,
include the
sir.
line
No,
underneath?
sir.
No,
No.
sir.
No, sir, because it's not bubble then.
Exactly. So we don't include the line underneath. So, all right, then, smart people. So we do not include the line underneath. Perfect. Is this clear to y'all, or y'all need me to explain it again? Is this
It's
clear?
clear.
To you?
Understandable.
Understand? Okay,
Fine.
I understand.
good.
All
right.
Small
Hey,
question.
so,
Oh,
Mr.
Mr. D,
Petit.
small question, but what is X though?
What is X? Okay, that's a good question. So X is a variable. X could be any number within the solution set. so that it could satisfy it. So that's why we have the graph to represent it. So the graph is representing what x is. So x could be -4. And it makes sense because, sorry, x could be 4. And it makes sense because 4 is less than 5. X could be 2. And it makes sense because 2 is less than 5. X could be 0 because 0 is less than 5. Can x be 7?
No,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Oh,
Can
so
x be
Negative 7.
7?
Yes, sir.
Can x be 7?
Yes, sir.
Can x be
no,
7?
sir.
No,
And
sir.
satisfy? No,
See, if
no,
X choose to be
No.
7, X to be 7.
no. X can't be 7. If we're trying to satisfy this inequality, x cannot be 7. X is not a part. X equals 7 is not a part of our solution set. All right, you go put 7 in there, you get it wrong, and don't tell them I taught you. Okay, so let's do another one. Number 4. Hopefully y'all getting the picture. Okay, number 4 should be good. So y'all didn't fall for that trap. So, all right, let's see. Okay, so
Wait a minute. What if it's both ways?
what if it's both ways? If it's both ways, then it's a compound inequality. We should do that. If it's both ways, it's a compound inequality.
Sorry, comrades.
All right,
Because
so yes.
I was wondering if there was a symbol that can mean greater than or less than.
It's just you have to sandwich it in between. So x would be sandwiched in between 2 inequality. That's a good question. We should do one like that. I didn't even thought about that to include it in this one, but we should do that. Okay, so number 4. What y'all have for number 4? What is gonna be? What's number 4 going to be?
Less than or
X.
equal to
X is
5.
this.
Less than or equal to 5.
Okay. All right. All right. So let's move on to the next one. Number.
That's wrong.
Say it again. Let's move on to number 5.
That is wrong. Listen, T.
Yes.
You do your sign wrong.
I do my sign wrong?
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Sir.
Are you certain?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Because it's not greater than, it's less than.
Exactly. It's not greater than, it's less than. This is the wrong symbol. Okay. So, see how y'all's gonna let me go to number 5? How many persons spot that? How many persons saw that?
I did.
I spotted Mr. G.
Spotted? Okay, good. So it's less than or equal to 5. Okay, so let's do these other ones. So it could be any part of the number line. It doesn't have to be any of those simple
Mr.
ones.
G, I can tell you the difference.
Yes, what's the difference?
For the difference is number 1 and number 2 in red, and number 3 and number 4 in blue.
Yes, Antoine, you're right. All right, this is gonna be, that's what number 7. Let's do this one. So it's gonna be here, and let's put this all the way here. Good. And then for this one, we have this one, and this right here, and that right there. Boom. But then for the next one, we're going to have, let's say we have this one here. Let's say comfortable 2. And pretty good. And then let's say we have this guy here. Boom. And let's say that we have this one. Boom. Put this here. And it's gonna be here. Boom. All right, so I think we're good. All right, so what do we have here? We have that for this one, what y'all gonna have for this one? This is number 5. This is number 5, right? Number 5. So for number 5, what are we gonna have?
X is greater than -7.
X is great. Are we gonna include the -7? Are we gonna put a line underneath?
No, sir.
No,
sir.
no, we don't put a line underneath. So X is greater than, strictly greater than what? Negative
-7.
-7. Very good. Good. Do y'all understand number 5? Let me know if y'all understand number 5, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And are y'all writing this down? Let me know if you're writing this down, please. Everyone should be
Yes,
writing this
sir.
down in their book with a
Yes, sir.
ruler and a pencil. With a ruler and a pencil. If you don't have a ruler and a pencil, you could use pen, but ideally graphing is drawn with a pencil. Amia, do you understand this? Where's Amia? Do you understand this?
Sure.
And Ariana, do you understand this? Ariana? Ariana, can you hear me? Where's Ariana?
Hello.
Yes, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Good. And Chai, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Can you do that again, please?
X is greater than -7 because the circle is open. Let's do number 6. What do y'all have for number 6?
Greater than or equal to?
X is gonna be what?
Greater.
Greater than or what? Or equal to
Equal to.
-7. -7. All right. Why do we have the line at the bottom in this case? Why do we have the
Because
line?
the
Because all
bottom is
numbers
shaded.
are equal. They are both the same numbers, but I
Because-
think they're in the same line, I guess. Because it is
No.
black circle also.
Because it's shaded. That's the reason. Because it's shaded.
So what about it like the 2 7s, 1 -1? Like
Say it again.
what about the 2 7s,
The
negative
twos.
and positive? If it's the same number, if it's almost the same number, it should be.
Okay, you focus on this first one. That's
Oh,
the starting point. Yeah, focus on that one. That's a good question. All right. Let's move on to number 7. Number 7. So for number 7, we have that X is what? It's going to be the inequality. Anyone can answer for number 7?
Less than. X is less than
X
2.
is
Less than, strictly less than. 2. Do we include the line at the bottom?
No, sir.
No. Why not?
Because
Because
it's
it's
not
not
shaded
bubbled.
in.
because it's not shaded.
It's not shaded in. Very good. It's not shaded in. Okay. And then finally, number 8. Number 8. We have what? X is what? X is less than or equal to what?
2.
2.
2.
2. Very good. X is greater than or equal to 2. All right. Good. If you are finished with this, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, if you're finished with this, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Do your diagrams look as good as mine or better or worse?
Better, Mr.
As good.
Petit.
Better.
Some of them look as good or worse.
Okay.
All of them look worse. They worse. They worse.
They worse? I don't think y'all don't look better than mine. I think mine look better than yours. What do you think? Am I just biased?
You're right.
Definitely more organized.
All right. Jordan Deems, do you understand how to do this? Jordan Deems, do you understand how to do this?
Yes, sir.
Explain how to do number 7 and number 8 and what's the difference?
Number 7.
I can't hear you. Do you understand how to do this or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but I don't hear you explaining it. Sounds like you don't understand what you're doing. So X is a less than 2, right?
Yes, sir.
So say that.
X less than 2.
X is less than 2. Now, why do we put the line here or we don't put the line?
Yes, sir. You put the line in. No, sir.
We don't put the line. Why don't we put the line underneath?
Because it's less.
No, because is this shaded?
No, sir.
Good. So do we put the line underneath?
No, sir.
But for number 8, is it shaded?
Yes, sir.
So do we put the line underneath?
Yes, sir.
Good. So that's the difference. So explain the difference between the steps number 7, number 8.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
The 7 ain't shaded, so you don't put the line underneath.
Mm-hmm.
And number 8 shaded, so you put the line underneath.
Very good. And both of them is a less than. It's less than because it's going to the left. That makes sense to you?
Yes, sir.
But what if it's greater than? What direction would it be going?
To the right.
To the right. Persons are still not sending me their work. Dior, Shavarian, Cleveland, please take a picture of your work and send it to me.
I did send my work.
You sent in your work, Cleveland? Good.
By the way, I'll send mine in a minute.
Makaya Roka, Rashid Wilson, take a picture of your work and send it to me, please. Again, take a picture of your work and send. Randolph, take a picture of your work and send it to me. Tyreek, Trinity, Trinasia, take a picture of your work and send it to me. All right. We can't just be here skylocking.
I have to finish.
You have to take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
I finish it. I have to do number 5.
Who's that speaking?
Trinasia.
Trinasia, you have to do number 5. Okay, good. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Are we done with the slide? Or y'all still drawing this?
Still drawing.
Still drawing. Still drawing. What number y'all on with the drawings?
Number 6.
Down 8.
All right, if you have at least 4 of them, you don't have to have like all 8, you know. If you have at least 4, you could send your work because I don't want you all drawing all these things all day. If you have up to 4, you could send a picture of your work and then we have to move on. So if you have up to 4, you have to have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Will do.
That's the main one. But if you don't have to write 5 to 8, if you're not finished with them, that's it. But we're not gonna be here all day.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, the topic was graphing inequality, right?
Graphing inequalities. That was the topic, graphing inequalities. All right, so we're gonna do quiz or graded exercise.
Graded exercise.
Graded exercise.
Graded exercise. Okay.
I don't like quizzes.
You don't like
Wait,
quizzes?
do quiz. Because we did not do quiz yesterday.
Do a vote.
Say do a vote. Quiz or graded exercise? I'm doing the vote now.
Quiz, please.
Quiz.
I'd rather do a graded exercise.
Quiz.
Exercise. Can we do a graded exercise first, then quiz?
A quiz.
A quiz?
Exercise first, then quiz?
All right, we'll see.
Many people.
So, a lot of people saying quizzes. I wonder why y'all want to do quizzes. I wonder why. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Dreor, or Dior Smith? Dior. Where's Dior? Dior, can you hear me?
No,
You say you do not understand?
no, sir.
Okay. Which part don't you understand? Which one?
I don't really understand any of it.
Any of it? You just arrived? Or you
No,
was
sir.
there, you was here all along?
Yes, sir.
And you still don't understand it?
No, sir.
Okay, so let me explain it to you. All right, by the way, I'm going to put the quiz inside the chat. There are 3 quizzes. How many quizzes?
Oh shit.
3 quizzes. All right. So what I need you to do is do all 3. They are very easy, so you shouldn't take long on them because we have to move on to something else afterwards anyway. So do all 3 and You need to get all right on these quizzes before you move on. They're not difficult quizzes. So it'll be posted inside the chat in 5, 4, 3. Once you are done, once you have started the quiz, put started inside the chat again. Once you've started the quiz, please put started inside the chat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The quiz is inside the chat. Please put started once you've started the quiz. It's only 3 of them. It's only 3 of them, so make sure you get a hold of it and do it properly. Go ahead, Dior. Where's Dior? Dior Smith, let me explain this to you. So the first one, right? So the first one is, it's saying that X is what? Greater than -4, right? Where's Dior?
Yes, sir.
Now, why is it saying greater than -4? If we look at it here, right? These numbers are bigger than -4. So once it's to the right, it's going to be greater than. All right, does that make sense to you? Once it's to the right, it's going to be greater than. That makes sense to you or no?
No, sir.
So it goes to the right. What are the numbers that are bigger than -4? What are the numbers that are bigger than -4? Give me some numbers that are bigger than -4. Is 5 greater than -4?
Yes, sir.
It is.
Good. Is 7 greater than -4?
Yes, sir.
So,
Good. Good. So that means that we're gonna put it to the right. That's why we have this big open sign here, because it's greater than. All right. So X is greater than or bigger than -4. Does that make sense to you?
yes, sir.
Good. Now let's move on to number 5. Why do we have greater than -7? Isn't it because we're going to the right? Does that make sense? So if we're going to the right, you look at this as -7, it's going to put X is greater than -7. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you sure that makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Good, now let's do the next one. Now it's going to the right again. It's going to the right again, but this time, you see it's shaded, right?
Yes, sir.
So since it's shaded, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put the line underneath. So instead of just putting X is greater than -4, you're gonna put X is greater than or equal to -4. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Good. And the same thing for 6. We're gonna put X is greater than or equal to -4. Why do we put the line underneath for number 6?
Because it's greater than and equal to.
Yeah, but why do we put the line? Why do we put the line underneath for number 6, but we didn't put it for number 5?
Because the circle shaded.
Exactly, because the circle is shaded. Okay, and that's how you do it. So go ahead and do the quiz inside the chat. You understand me? Go ahead and do the quizzes inside the chat. Are we done with the quizzes? Let me know, please. Are y'all done with the quizzes? Is anyone done with quiz 1?
I am the second quiz.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm moving on to the third quiz.
It's supposed to be, you're supposed to get 10 out of
Second.
10. Supposed to get 10 out of 10 on these. Anyone got 10 out of 10 as yet?
Yeah, so 102.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Yes, sir.
As you can see, all of them going in the
Yes,
same
sir.
direction. So
Yes,
I didn't try to trick you on these ones. So is there anyone who's done with all 3 quizzes?
There's always that one. Or
Yeah,
two.
that's always. So,
5.
who's done with all 3? Who's I am? Who's I
Jaden
am?
Bronco.
Jaden Bradshaw. Yes, that's correct. Okay, this is what I want you to do. Take a screenshot of your grade and send it to me via WhatsApp. That's very important. Take a screenshot of your grade and send it to me via WhatsApp. For those of you who are finished, take a screenshot of your grade and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right.
You won't be able to see it, Mr. Petit.
I
Why?
just finished all 3, Mr. Petit.
Good. Take a picture of your grade and send it to me via WhatsApp. Okay, that's good.
We only have to do 3 of them?
There's only 3 of them. There's 3. I haven't seen your third one, Trinasia. All right. Okay, good. Let me look at these results. Kyla, very good. Anaya, very good. Janae Monroe, very good. Malia Delavo, you have to redo your quiz 1. Kamani, very good. Tavana Campbell, very good. We still have persons who have not done quiz 1 as yet. Why is that? Why is that? Why is there persons who haven't done quiz 1 yet? That was the first quiz. And that was
Barry sent you mine on WhatsApp.
Who's that speaking?
Ethan Smith.
Ethan Smith, good. All right, I'm gonna repost the same quiz because apparently persons have not done it. So let me gonna repost the quiz for persons who just joined. Ajani, have you done the quiz? Because I know you like to sneak and don't do your quizzes. There's Ajani. Empress.
So,
How? How?
because I clicked the wrong thing and it.
No,
my
you can't
God.
be clicking the wrong thing. How? 6? No, man. No.
I want to get it wrong.
Ivory. How? Y'all scaring me with this. There's Ivory. How? How? That's my question. How? There's no way you're supposed to be getting that.
Excuse me, did you see mine?
Who's that speaking?
This Sanika.
What's the name?
Sanika.
Oh, Sanika. You did all 3 or just the first one?
And I did 2 of them.
Sanika.
You get that one wrong?
Please ensure that your mic is muted.
Mr. Petit.
Mr. Petit.
1 second. Okay, Sanika. Yes, Sanika, you have to redo your quiz. You only got a 6 out of 10. You have to redo that.
That was an accident. The second one I had 100. Okay, I got 100 on the second one. Okay.
Well, you have to do the
Okay.
first. You have to do the first one. Who's okay? My name is not okay. It's either yes sir or no sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir. My bad.
So what you have to do is you have to redo the first one. All right.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
I can't really do my work because I still do my homework.
You still have to complete the assignments. So what I'll do is I'll send you the
I
notes
finished.
and the grades for you to do. All right. Are we done with all 3 of the quizzes? It's not okay.
I am.
Travanti.
Yes, sir.
Are we done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Good. Who else is finished? Here's what to do. If you're finished with all 3 quizzes, put I inside the chat. If you're finished with all 3 quizzes, put I inside the chat. If you're finished with all 3 quizzes, put I in the chat. Let me see. Good. Did y'all send them to me? Y'all have to send them to me as well. Don't forget to send them to me. All right. All right. Now sending. Okay, good. All right. We're done with that. I said we're going to do multiple sections and we're still on section 1. How is that even?
I sent mine.
All right, let's move on to the next section. If you're done with the quizzes, please turn your attention to the screen. Section 2. Okay.
Mr. Petit.
Yes.
Every time I do the quiz right and I put it on, does it keep saying I get a 0 to 10?
0 to 10.
Yes, sir.
You have to click on it. You make sure it actually should.
clicking on it. I clicking on it.
I know. I don't know why that's doing that for you. Because everyone else getting their grades right. What are you using what are you using to? Maybe you're just getting them wrong.
I using a laptop. I'm doing it right.
Let me say it right. You're not doing them. You're getting them wrong. Why are you putting the one with the underline?
My bad.
Yes, exactly. So now you want to blame my quiz. You're not supposed to do. Are we supposed to choose the one that's underlined?
No, sir. Only if it's bubble.
No. Why not in these quizzes?
Because it's not bubbled in.
Exactly.
It's not fitted in.
It's not shaded in, no. All right, let's move on to the next one. Section 2. Section 2, we have to move on. This is taking too long. Rounding. So first off, let's go ahead and look at these. So if you're done with the quizzes, please turn your attention to the screen. Again, if you're done with the quizzes, please turn your attention to the screen. We're going to move on to this next section.
Mr. Petit, may I use the restroom?
Yes, you can. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and answer this question for me. So we have this one, and we want to approximate. So here, what I want you to do is, for those of you who are finished with the quiz, for those of you who are finished with the quiz, who all are finished with the quiz and got all right?
I am.
Excellent. All right, so
Me.
good. So what I want you to do is I want you to put your answer, write this down, by the way. I want you to put your answer inside the chat for me. We want to approximate the number 245.547. Correct to the nearest 1 decimal place. Again, put your answer inside the chat for me, please. And we're gonna actually do this. Okay. This is the inequality thing again. So you wanna approximate this number correct to the nearest 1 decimal place. What y'all have for this one?
I have 245.5 sorry, 0.55.
Nope, it's not right.
50.
Nope, it's not right.
You have
No.
245.
I get
Even have a
245.550.
245.5.
2 point. Yeah, that's what I get.
245.
5.547.
I have so many different answers. No,
245.5.
this is very easy. This is not hard.
2.5.6.
Mercy,
Is it like
mercy,
245? Just
mercy,
245?
mercy.
245. I mean, 2.5.
It's gonna be a lot.
5.60.
Mercy.
245.
245.5.
245.5.
245.
Yeah, 245.5.
Really?
25.55.
25. Anyone else?
It's 245.5. You're private school children.
So we have 2, 4, 5 point. So we have, it's gonna be what, 5, 4, 7. All right, so when it says correct to the nearest 1 decimal place, what number is in the when you say 1 decimal place, what they're referring to? 1 decimal place.
The 5
first
after the
decimal
point.
place.
What number? We have the circle. We have the circle what?
The 5.
Circle of
5.
5, right?
And underline the 4.
And underline the
4.
Underline the 4. So the circle of 5 and underline the 4. So we ask ourselves, is 4 greater than 5 or less than 5?
Less
Less
than.
than.
Less than 5. Less than 5. What does that mean? That means that
That 5 stays the same.
that means that 5 stays the same. So it's going to be what? 5 stays the same. So it's going to be 0.5. Means that 5 stays the same. And we eliminate the 4, 7 in the back. And we keep the big number. So 2, 4, 5. Point what? 0.5. 0.5. Yeah, so let's do it again. So it's going to be 2, 4, 5. So 2, 4, 5. Point what? 0.5.
Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
So that's basically saying we're not treating it like money, like don't add the 0.
No, we're not creating that because they say 1 decimal place. Very important. They say 1 decimal place. Approximate is saying the 1 decimal place. All right. Does that make sense to you all, or we need to do another example?
It makes sense, but can you do another example?
Our next example.
Another one,
Another
please.
example. So, do you all have this written down before I move this? Let me put this here. So,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
okay, so 2, 4, 5. We circle. Yes, Ricardo.
Why didn't use the 7 to turn the point of 5, and then that 5 turn the other 5 into a 6, and then 145.6.
That's a good question. The reason why we didn't do it is because they say to 1 decimal place. 1 decimal place. That means we have to go to the first decimal place, which is 5. We have to circle that. We can't go to the third one. 7 is the third decimal place. You understand that, Ricardo?
Yes, sir.
So we circle 5, right? And we underline what? Underline 4. All right. So it'll be like that. So let me erase all this. So, and then we can't add 1, obviously, because, you know, we can't add 1 because 4 is less than 5. So all we're gonna do, we're gonna eliminate the back numbers. We do not add any zeros, just eliminate the back numbers. Boom and boom. All right, so that's that. Next, let's do another one. Let's do another one. So it's gonna be, so I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say approximate the number approximate the number 245.547 correct to well, you can't use the same number again. Let's let me switch it up. So let's say 345.527 correct to 1 decimal place. So I want to approximate the number 345.527 correct to 1 decimal place. So let me put this on the side. All right. It's going to be my number 2.
It's the catch.
All right. All right, put your answer inside the chat for me, please. For number 2. By the way, you're writing this down. We have 345.527 correct to 1 decimal place. Put your answer inside the chat for me, please. Again, put your answer inside the chat for me, please. Again, put your answer inside the chat for me. All right. What did y'all have for this one?
345.5.
345.5.
345.
345.5.
345.5. How did y'all get that? What we gonna do? We have what?
Cancel off the 27.
Circle 5.
We have 345.5.
Cancel the two last number.
So what number are we
And
gonna
then
circle? Which number are we gonna circle?
5.
The
5.
5 behind the
5 and underline 2.
Very good. We're gonna circle this 5. And we underline what?
2.
We underline the 2. Is 2 less than 5 or greater than 5?
less than 5.
Less than 5. So what does that mean? That means we round up or we round down?
Round down.
Round down.
Leave it.
It's the same.
Yeah, so it's gonna be, we're gonna move that. So it's just gonna have what? 3, 4, 5. So the beginning number stays the same. Point what? Point 0.5. 0.5. Does that make sense to y'all? Let me know.
Yes,
please.
sir.
Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Who do not
Yes,
understand
sir.
how I got this? Let me know if you do not understand how I got this. If you do not.
I don't understand.
You understand? Durante, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So they say that they wanted to what? Correct to the nearest one decimal place, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, 5 is the number that's in the 1 decimal place. So we have to underline the 2. So we circle the 5, we underline the 2. 2 is less than 5 or greater than 5?
Less than 5.
Less than 5. So we have to round up or it stays the same. So that's the rule. If it's greater than 5, you add 1 to 5. If it's less than 5, it stays the same. So that means that 5 stays the same, nothing changed with that. And we eliminate the back numbers. All right.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 345.5. Let's go on to the next one. Let's go on to the next one. This is going to be number 3. Number 3. Approximate the number. Approximate the number. Let me go ahead and do this. Approximate the number 745.587. Correct and errors. Correct to 1 decimal place. Okay, put your answer inside the chat for me, please. Again, put your answer inside the chat for me, please. Put your answer inside the chat for me, please. Put your answer inside the chat for me. Put your answer inside the chat for me, please. All right. Do y'all think y'all get this right? This one right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What
Yes,
y'all have
sir.
for this one?
745.6.
Yeah, I get the same thing.
Say it again.
745.6.
745.6.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's right.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
Positive?
100% sure.
100% sure. Okay. I have no problem with confidence. I have no problem with confidence. But is it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Let's go ahead and do it on our own. So what we have, let's go ahead and do this. So it's gonna be, so what number are we gonna circle? We're gonna circle what? So let's write it, just write it down. So we're gonna have 7, 4, 5, point what? 0.5, 8, 7. What we gonna do? We're gonna circle what? Circle the 5.
Circle the 5 and underline the 8.
Circle the 5. Because it's one decimal place, right? Circle the 5 and underline the
8.
8. Very good. Since 8 is greater than 5, since 8
Greater
is
than
greater than
5,
5,
you add 1.
we add 1. Very good. We add 1. We add 1. Since we add 1, it's gonna be what? 7, 4, 5.
0.6.
Point what?
6.
Point 5 plus 1? 0.6.
6.
Very good. Why we put 6? Tell me why we put 6.
Since
Why do we put 6?
Because it's 8. Because it's
Because
higher than
8 is
5.
greater than.
You can add 1.
Because what?
It's higher than 5 and you can add 1.
Very good. It's big. It's greater than 5, so we add 1. Joseph, are you there? Where's Joseph? Joseph Kalma? Joseph Kalma. Can you hear me, Joseph? I can't hear from Joseph. Dexter Hannah? Where's Dexter Hannah? Dexter Hannah, can you hear me? Where's Dexter? Joel Cooper.
Good thing.
Can you explain why we had 7.745.6?
Because we rounded it.
Explain, like, tell me what you mean.
Okay, because 8 is higher than 5, we automatically make it 0.
8 is higher than 5, so we're gonna do.
Okay, we round 5 by 8, right? And because 8 is like higher than 5, the rest my bad, I see it now. Because 8 is higher than 5, this 5 is going to turn to a 6.
Very good. So we add 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. And where is Rihanna? Rihanna, are you there? Where's Rihanna? Rihanna, can you hear me? Can't hear from Rihanna. Owen, where's Owen? Owen, can you hear me? I'm not hearing from Owen. Tavana Campbell, explain how we got 745.6.
Because 8, because it like 5 or more, you go up. So 8, you go up. So 1 plus 5 is 6. So it's 745.6.
Say it again.
Like when the number to the right is greater than 4,
Greater
you
than
have
5.
to add
5 or greater.
greater. Yeah, 5 or greater. You add 1 to the score to the left. So then that's how you get it.
That's how we get it. Very good. All right. Do y'all think y'all understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me do another example.
Yes, sir.
No.
Let's do another one. Number 4. Approximate 945.597, correct, to 1 decimal place. Write this down for me, please. And also, once you're ready, answer it, put your answer inside the chat for me, but write it down in your book, right, as an example.
I finished.
Put your answer inside the chat, Trinasia. Put your answer inside the chat.
But your favorite word is 45. I mean, your favorite number is 45.
No, I just keep it simple.
Oh, okay.
All right, put your hands inside the chat for me, please. Again, put your hands inside the chat.
The key word is approximate.
Approximate. Approximate is just another word for round. Okay. Or they could say estimate. All I mean the same thing.
Mr. Petit, do they say something else on the exam, or they say the same thing?
They might what you know how you know it's rounding is when they say correct to the nearest one decimal place or round to the nearest. They might use round or they may use approximate. This is from a past paper, so they use approximate. They don't have to use approximate. They could use different words, but they basically mean the same thing. Round, approximate, estimate, same thing. Write the number correct too. All I mean the same thing. All right.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you haven't got one.
All right, so let's go ahead and what y'all have for this one?
945.6.
945.6. Anyone else got the answer? What y'all have for this one?
I did.
945.6 too.
9.45.
945.6.
Good. Is it 0.60?
No, sir.
No, we dropped the numbers at the back, right? It's gonna be 945 point what? 0.5. What is it? 97. So we're gonna do here. We're going to what? Underline the circle
9.
first. Circle the
5.
circle the 5. Why are we circling the 5?
Because we moving it 1 decimal spot.
It's 1 decimal space. And then we underline the
9.
9. Is 9 greater than 5 or less than 5?
Greater than.
Greater than 5. So I mean, so we have to what? Add what?
Add 1.
Add 1. Very
Add
good.
1.
Add 1. And so this is gonna be what? It's gonna be
945.
945. Point what?
6.
0.6. 945.6. 945.6. Did anyone else get that? Let me know if you all got it, please.
I did.
Anyone else
I
got that?
did. Yes, sir. I did.
Good. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. If you understand how to do this, I need you to put I inside the chat. If you do not understand still, put N. But if you do understand, put I. If you do not understand, put N inside the chat. All right. But if you do understand, put N. If you understand, put I. If you do not understand, put N. Wyatt, where's Wyatt? Where's Wyatt? Wyatt, are you there? Where's Wyatt? Have you sent in your notes as yet?
No, sir.
So you said yes or no?
No, sir.
So you have to send in your notes on Wyatt.
Yes, sir.
So what are you doing if you haven't sent in your notes yet? What are you doing?
I was just writing down the artist and thing. I was,
Do you understand what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Rounding this. Let me explain or no?
Go ahead and explain.
So if you have like different sports like 1s, 10s, 1000s, 10,000. Right. So since it's 1 decimal, it's still like first decimal. And the number behind it depends on if you change it or not. If it below 5, you keep it there. If it above 5, you change it to the number above it. Yes, sir.
Very good. So in this case, what we have to do?
Talking about
in this
4?
case, do we add? Yeah, number 4. We do.
You add.
Very good. We add 1. Why?
Because it's 9 and it's above 5.
Because 9 is above 5. Very good. Question: have y'all sent in the work as yet? I mean, if y'all have sent in the work as yet.
I'm gonna send it right now.
I'm not only talking to Joel and Drusilla. The rest of you, have y'all sent in the work?
Now.
I did.
Currently sending it in.
All right, do we need another example on this, or we should get straight into the exercise?
Exercise.
Exercise.
Okay.
Exercise.
Okay. There's Lexi. Lexi says she didn't understand. Lexi, you do not understand how to do this? Where's Lexi?
Hold on.
Say it again.
I ain't really understand it like that.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna give you another example so you could try on your own.
Okay.
It's not okay. It's either yes or no, sir.
Okay.
It's not okay. It's either yes, sir, or no, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Where is, okay, so we're gonna do grade exercise or quiz for this one? We just had a quiz.
Quiz, but I feel just doing this best.
Graded exercise.
But person quiz.
Graded exercise.
Grade exercise. I think grade exercise is better. Okay.
Just had quizzes.
We just had a quiz, right? Yeah, that makes sense. So no more quizzes. All right, so take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Once you have started the quiz, please put started inside the chat. There are 3 quizzes that you have to do. Each of them are based on what we just did. So quickly go ahead and do them. Again, there are 3 quizzes. Quickly go ahead and do them. Once you have started the quiz, please put started inside the chat for me. Again, once you've started the quiz, please put started in the chat for me. This is on approximate. Once you start the quiz, please put started inside the chat for me. For the quizzes, I need everyone to do their best to get all right. You can't move on until you get all right. So make sure you get all right on the quizzes. It's only 3 of them, and they're based on what we're doing now. So all right. Anyone finished with the first one? Again, once you have started the quiz, please put started inside the chat. Again, once you start the quiz, please put started inside the chat. Let me look at the responses. Is anyone who's finished with the first quiz? Let me know, please.
Yes,
If you
sir.
finished with the first quiz. Let me check these grades. Very good. Most of us are getting them right. Dior and company, good. Please.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Excuse me, Mr. Tig, I can't get on. Every time I click it, it freezes.
Which one is this? The second one?
Just the first quiz. The second one, which you send with the decimal.
The second one?
The decimal one, yes.
The second one is not allowing you to come in?
No, sir.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, go ahead.
Can you send the quizzes, please?
Yes, I can. I could do that.
Thank you.
You say the second one is giving you a problem. Let me check the criteria on this. Yeah, anyone with the link. Try it again, because it's saying anyone with the link could join.
I tried it again and it freezes again. Like it's not allowing me to even tap into do anything.
Oh, let me send it to your phone then.
Okay.
Someone asked me to send the quizzes. That's the quizzes right there. Drusilla. Good. All right, are we done with the first and second quizzes yet? Let me know, please. If you're done with the first and second quiz. Once you finish with them, take a picture of your grade and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you finish with them, take a picture of your grade and send it to me via WhatsApp. I think this is the third one. Yeah. Very good, Caleb Higgs. Very good, Keith Cavani. Seymour, very good, Jaden Branchador. They always doing the quiz in a timely fashion. Very good.
Mr. Petit,
Mm-hmm.
you wouldn't believe, right? But I must have put my email as one of the first answers. Because how it is, I have one like auto like type.
Autofill, yeah.
That happened to me too.
Autofill.
Yeah.
And I got one wrong too.
Yeah, be careful. Redo it. All right. Very good, Caleb. Very good. Lavender. Is anyone who got all right in the first quiz? All right in the first quiz.
Mr. Petit just not miss a question.
You missed the question.
Got it.
Just no.
Anyone got all right on the first quiz?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes,
very
sir.
good.
Because I noticed something is that when the number in the back of a 5 is bigger, then you have to add 1 to the 5.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the rule.
No
That's literally-
spam 6.
That's literally the rule.
Now, if it's 5 and above.
If it's 5 and above, yes. 5 and above. Trinasia, you have to redo your quiz. Trinasia, redo your quiz. Are y'all taking a picture of your grades and sending them to me? Let me know, please, if you're taking a picture of your grade and sending them to me. Now, let me check my phone.
I realize it's somewhat like significant figures.
Somewhat. But not exactly. Because this one is 1 decimal place. This is who?
So.
Ajani. And Ajani is doing the same foolishness again. Ajani? Where's Ajani?
Yes.
You haven't sent me no notes. You haven't sent me no quizzes. So what you been doing all this time?
I disconnected, so I couldn't see the quizzes in the chat.
How about the notes? And the quizzes are in chat multiple times. Let me resend them. Ajani, you have to do the quizzes and you have to do let me send them to your phone. Let me send them to your phone. Where's Ajani? Ajani Murray. Ajani, those are the quizzes. Please do them. Where's Ajani? Can you hear me? Ajani.
Yes.
You need to do the quiz. So do the quiz inside the chat. I send them also to your phone. All right.
Yes, sir.
Do you see? Okay. Where's Joel Sweeting?
Mr. Petit.
Where's Joel?
Right there.
Joel, are you doing my quizzes?
Yes, sir.
Have you sent me the work?
No, not yet.
What's your number?
Mr. Petit, I could redo my quest because I get one wrong.
What's your number?
Number 1, I must put a 6 instead of 5.
No problem. Joel, what's your number?
470.
Yeah, you have to send me the work, Joel. You haven't sent me the work. So what you been doing all this while? Have you been doing the work?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but you haven't sent me none. You haven't sent me your notes and you haven't sent me the quiz grades. So what you been doing?
I write it down and screenshot it.
Yeah, but you haven't sent me nothing. You understand that? You haven't sent me nothing. Where's Joel? Joel Sweeting.
So
you have to do the work. Otherwise, I don't need you in my class. You have to do the work. You understand me? So when I say take a picture of your work, take a picture of your work. When I say send the quiz grades, you have to send them. Do you understand me? Hello. You have to do it. So take a picture of all the work that you have and take a picture of all the quizzes that you have done. I send them inside the chat. You want Johnny on the same thing, man?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, I just sent the work.
All right, thank you, Jado. Are we done with the quizzes? Let me know, please, if you're done with the quizzes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Lexi, where's Lexi?
Yeah.
You have to redo your quiz.
I can redo it. I try to redo it now.
Yeah. All right, is there anyone who's finished with all 3 quizzes?
I am.
Yes, sir.
I am. Team, I use about complete.
I am.
All right.
Mr. D, that was 3 quizzes. I only saw 2.
It was 3 quizzes. 3 quizzes. Open your eyes. 3 quizzes. Quiz 1, quiz 2, and quiz 3. Durante Smith, have you been sending in the work?
I on the last quiz right now.
The last quiz, okay.
I sent all my notes and everything.
Okay, no problem. Jordan Dames, where's my notes on quizzes? Jordan Dames. I can't even hear from Jordan. Jordan, can you hear me? It's another one on the bad list. Christian Wilson. Where's Christian Wilson?
Yes, sir.
Have you sent in the work as yet?
Yes, sir.
What's your number?
805-5029.
805.
5029.
Okay, good. Have you sent in the quiz grades?
Yes, sir, but I didn't want to send in the first one because I didn't know we had to send a picture of our grades.
Yeah, you have to send a picture of your grades. Ricardo, can you hear me? Where's
Yes,
Ricardo? Have you sent in your notes as yet?
Sir.
Pardon?
No, sir.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
Can you send me the question through my WhatsApp, please?
Yes, I can. All right, are we done with these quizzes? Let me know if y'all finished with these quizzes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes, sir.
good.
So.
Okay, so let's move on to this.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one was rounding, and this is in particular section 2, rounding to what? The nearest what? Rounding to what? 1 decimal place. Rounding to 1 decimal place. Let's do a next section. Section number 3. I think we have time for one more section because there's no way we only do 2 sections. All right. What I want to do is let's do it's insane. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the same number, the first one, and we're going to, section 3 is gonna be rounding just to nearest whole number. So section 3. So we're gonna approximate 24.54, correct to the nearest whole number. Approximate, write this down for me, please. It's gonna be our last set. Approximate 245.57 correct to the nearest whole number. And so let's go ahead and write this down. So we have 2, 4, 5. All right, 2, 4, 5. Point 5, 4, 7. And we want to write this correct to the nearest one decimal place, right? Right. And we want to write this correct to the nearest one decimal place. All right. All right. I have a name. I have the names of these persons. If you see a name in the chat, do not leave at 8. If you see a name in the chat, do not leave at 8. I have something for you to do. If you see a name in the chat, do not leave at 8. I have something for you to do.
My name is Cleveland, not CJ.
That's not you. That's not you. Is that
It
your
is.
name?
It is me, but that's my nickname.
No, not. I'm not talking. Do you have CJ on your as your screen name? No, you have Cleveland Ramsey Jr. All right. Good.
No, you see, no, Mr. Bay, listen to me. You see,
So approximate 245.547 correct to the nearest whole number. All right, so yes, it is Cameron. Cameron, I'm talking to you. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna circle what? This one is different. So we're gonna circle what? So we have 245.0457. Which one are we gonna circle? We're gonna circle what?
The 5.
Which 5?
The one before the decimal.
The one before the decimal. So this one, right? Why? Because this is the one that is in the ones place. So we gotta circle this one. And so we circle this one and then we underline what? This one, this 5. And so we're gonna add 1. Add 1. So it's gonna be 245. No, it's gonna be 24 what? 2, 4 what?
6.
6. Very good. 2, 4, 6. Do y'all understand this or no? Y'all don't understand what I did just now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I understand.
Yeah, so
I understand.
Do you understand how it's different? Do you understand how it's different than
Yes, I understand.
the other one? Understand how it's different? The other one we had to do to one decimal place. This one we are doing to the nearest whole number. All right. All right, let's do another one. Let's do another one. Again, if you see your name in the chat, please do not leave at 8. I have something for you to do. If you see a name in the chat, do not leave at 8. I have something for you to do. Let's do another one. So approximate, let's say approximate number 2. Approximate the number, let's say 9, 4, 945.627. Approximate the number 945.627. Correct. Oh, correct to the nearest. Correct to the nearest whole number. Correct to the nearest whole number. Approximate the number 945.627. Correct to the nearest whole number. All right, how are we gonna do this? What we gonna do? It's gonna be what? We have what? We have 9, 4, 5. Point what?
627.
627. 627. And so what we're gonna do? We have to what? Circle which number?
5.
Circle the 5.
Right.
Circle the 5. Which 5?
The one.
The one after the
There's
4.
only one 5.
Yeah, the same one right there. The one right there. Circle it, and we have the underlying what?
6.
Underlying 6. Now when we underlying 6, what we gonna do to the 5?
Add 1.
Add 1 to it.
Add 1. Why are we adding 1?
This is greater. The 6 is greater.
Because 6 is greater.
Very good. The 6 is greater. The 6 is greater. So when we do that, we have
946.
It's gonna be add 1 right there. Add 1. It's gonna be equal to 946. 46. Do y'all need more examples, or y'all kind of understand how to do this?
I understand.
I understand.
I understand.
So basically, remember now, you don't put no zeros at the back because it's to the nearest whole number. All right. Y'all sure y'all understand how to do this?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. All right.
Yes, so.
Okay, so since y'all understand, no problem at all. For the last hurrah, before y'all go, I want y'all to do yeah. All right. The quiz will be posted inside the chat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's 3 of them. Once you've started the quiz, please put started inside the chat again. Once you've started the quiz, please put started
Why
inside
is
the
there
chat.
always 3, Mr. Petit?
Another quiz?
I hope you're not complaining, Aiden.
This is a different quiz, Mr. Petit?
This is a different one, yeah. It is a different. I
I'm
want
just
you
being sarcastic, Mr. Petit.
Well, don't do that. So for these ones, you want to write it correct to the nearest whole number. Once you've started, please put started inside the chat again. Once you've started, please put started inside the chat. Again, if your name rather is inside the chat, that means do not leave at 8 o'clock. I have something for you to do. If your name is inside the chat, do not leave at 8.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Mm-hmm.
What is after 8? What's the subject? Or is it like different?
Your name's supposed to be on that list too. I forget. Yeah, your name's supposed to be on that list. Yeah. Let me put the list again.
And then I have a next question. We put our email on the quiz because we getting all of these send us in our email at the end of the class or something.
No, you put your email. I just put that as just a regular fill-in. There's nothing significant about that. Because you send me the grade anyway. And I have it as well, so that's fine.
Okay, yes.
Mr. Petit, what the list of names in the chat for again?
That's for those persons who I don't want them to leave at 8 o'clock. I don't want them to leave because I have something for them to do. All right, let me put the name in the chat again.
I'm gonna have to do the first one again because I put the dot after my answer.
No problem. All right, how are we looking with the quizzes? How are we looking with the quizzes?
Do I have to do them because my name is not on the list?
That's fine. Yes, you still have to do the quiz. Yes.
I'm on the last one.
The last one. Okay, good. Where's Kanan? Kanan, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What happened? I can't hear from you, man.
Tommy?
I can't hear from you.
I
Quiet
don't know
today.
what that means.
You quiet today. You know exactly what that
I
means.
get them.
Oh, I quiet today. I trying to. I don't know what the
Mr.
answer.
Petit, I
You know
send
the
you my
answer?
work.
All right. What I need you to do is I need you to complete those quizzes in the chat. Complete those quizzes in the chat. That one is approximate to the nearest one. The nearest whole number? Okay, the nearest whole number. Okay, good. Good. Let me see it. Okay, for the responses for this one, few people are responding to this one, and this is the first one. So you have to do the quizzes that's inside the chat. Shall I put it? Let me put it again. Because apparently it looked like y'all in. See it. This is the quizzes in the chat. This is for those who didn't see it.
Excuse me,
Okay.
Petit.
Mm-hmm.
For quiz 2, you can tell me what I get, please, because like when I go and you check the score, my page refresh.
No problem. I'll tell you. All right. Everyone should be doing the quizzes inside the chat. Everyone should be doing the quizzes inside the chat. Is anyone who's finished with all three? Are y'all still working on it?
Yes, sir.
I'm finished.
Who's
I'm
that?
finished. Isaiah Brown.
Isaiah Brown. Yes, Isaiah. Rocket speed.
I'm
Rocket speed.
done.
All right. Very good. Caleb's. Sanaya, Bo. Very good. Crimson.
I'm done.
Very good. Johnny Monroe. Once again, if your name is, let me repost it. If your name is a part of that list, please do not leave right now. I have something for you to do. Even though we're gonna do health science and general science, I have something for you all to do. I don't want y'all to leave. It's Xavier. Is Xavier here? Xavier Miller?
You say we can leave now with our name on the list?
I never said that. You have to stay, Trinesia. We doing health science and general science.
My name is Axel.
So we can leave if we want to list.
No, that's not what I said. Those persons usually leave at 8 o'clock. I'm telling them not to leave. Because we're doing health science and general science, but
So I can leave Mr. Pretty.
Ralph,
Mr. Petit.
1 second. Ralph, on your name on the list? Your name is not on the list?
No, sir.
Okay, your name's supposed to be on that. All right, so we're gonna move on to health science and general science. Are we done with the quizzes? Let me know, please, because I won't move and y'all ain't finished yet.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Y'all done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
No?
Mr. Petit,
Okay, good. Yes,
that's a different Caleb, or
that's you.
you spell it wrong.
Caleb Conliffe. How you spell your name?
C, just for C.
Say it again.
C-A-L-E-B.
Oh, see, no, that's a different Caleb. I supposed to put your name. I supposed to put your name on it. All right, let me put it again. So I think that's the complete list right there. All right, good. We are going to move on to health science and general science. Again, we're going to move on to health science and general science. But those persons whose name are on the list, I'm going to put a quiz in the chat for y'all to do. I don't want y'all just to leave. I want y'all to do this quiz before y'all go. So if your name is in the chat, I need you to do this quiz before you go. If your name is in the chat, let me put it inside the thing right now. The rest of us, we're going to do health science and general science. But if your name is in the chat, I need you to do these for me. For these ones, you're gonna write down the notes and you're also gonna send a picture of it to me. Yes, Chloe, you could go. All right. If you have started that quiz, this is only for those, the quiz I post inside the chat is only for those who name is on the list. All right. The rest of us, we gotta do health and general science. So if your name was on that list and you started the quiz, please put started. All right. Please put started in the chat. All right.
Can I
Yeah.
be excused? I'm not really feeling well.
Who's that?
Tanisha.
Anisha? Yes, you can. All right, let's move on to health and general science. So,
Good night, Mr.
can I?
Thank you. I
Can I?
sent in the last of the quizzes.
Good. I only see Anaya, Johnny, and Lavender started the quiz. The rest of y'all, what happened?
Night, Mr. Petit.
Sorry, I forget to put started.
Okay. All right. All right. So, yes, you can. All right, let's start science. My name is Mr. Petit. Where's Shanair and Caleb Conliffe?
Good night.
Good night. Good night. No problem. Shanair, where are you? Only she got the memo. Shanair, Mitchell,
Yes, sir.
have you started the quiz that I posted in there?
Yes, sir.
So how come you didn't put started in the chat?
I was about to put it.
Okay. All right, today is Tuesday, the 28th. The 28th of what, January 2025.
Am I doing those?
No, we'll be doing now science. The subject is, of course,
Mr. Petit, may I use the restroom, please?
yes, you can, health science. And the topic is, the last thing we did in general science, we're looking at the teeth. We said that the teeth is used for what? What do we use the teeth for? What do we use the teeth for?
Biden.
We use the teeth for to chew food. What else? What are the other functions of the teeth?
They give structure to our face.
They give structure to our face. Very good. What else?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Pronunciation.
Pronunciation, speech and pronunciation. Yes. Go ahead.
Excuse me.
Mhm.
I'm not really in health science. I do general science, so I don't watch it health science.
Who's that speaking?
That's Nico. My school is like separate us.
Okay, so you have to stay because we're doing general science right after this. So when we go do general
Okay.
science.
Mr. D, I got a question.
Uh-huh.
Am I supposed to do this? Like the equality?
No, that's only for your sister. That's not for you. All right, let's move on. So we're gonna be looking at.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. All right, so let's move on. So we have. Okay. Okay, good. So we said that the teeth. What minerals is used to keep the teeth healthy and strong? What minerals are used to keep the teeth healthy and strong? Say it again. What minerals are used to keep teeth healthy and strong?
Okay, right?
You remember?
Calcium.
Calcium and what? Calcium and what else? Start with P.
Phosphorus.
Phosphorus. Very good. Calcium and phosphorus. Very good. Okay, so number one, we're gonna be looking at the parts of the teeth or the parts of the tooth. We're supposed to be the parts of the tooth, not teeth. When you talk about the different types of teeth that we have, what are the different types of teeth that we have? We talk about the incisors,
Premolars.
incisors, premolars. Then you have the then you have the molars, and you have the canine, you have the incisors, right? So those are the different types of teeth that we have. Now we're going to be looking at the parts of the teeth. So the first part is the crown. The crown. So the crown is going to be the part of the tooth above the gum, The crown is covered by a layer of protective material called the enamel. So this is going to be the part of the tooth that is above the gum, right? And obviously, you know, the gum is the pink part, right? So the crown is going to be the part of the tooth that is above the gum, right? And it's protected by a protective material called the enamel. So what protects the crown? What protects the crown?
Enamel.
The enamel, very good. Not only Jerusalem I'm talking to, the rest of you, what protects the crown? What protects the crown?
The enamel.
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 The enamel, very good. Let me show you a picture of the parts of the tooth. Let me show you a picture. So parts of the tooth. Let me show you a picture. The parts of the tooth. I'm sure some of you have seen this in class or something like that. But this is a good diagram showing like the different parts of the tooth, just so you can have a good understanding of what's happening. So the tooth anatomy, this is a good one. So as we look at the different parts of the tooth, I just want to show you an image that basically shows exactly what we're talking about. So the crown is that part that's above the gum, and it's protected by the enamel. So let me show you it. This is going to be right now. So this is
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. I about to come out the class and then come back in. Just let me.
Are you doing the work that I gave you?
Yes, sir. I can't hear the video, so I come
Okay,
back.
okay, I see. All right, so let me show you all this one. If you look carefully, this is this right here is the enamel. So the whole part right here, all this right here, this is a very nice picture, by the way. This right here is the crown. All right, this the crown. And this is going to be the part that is above the gum. So, right? And so here is the gum. This is the gum, right? This is the gum. This is the gum, right? And above the gum is the enamel, right? The enamel is going to be that part, or the crown is going to be the part where the food, this is where the food interacts, right? This is where the chewing happens. This is where things are crunched together. You know what I mean? All the food particles come here and it's crushed, all right? So if you want to look at how it actually looks like from our perspective, a better way to put it is if we were to put it upside down to really to see, right? So it is actually how it is, right? So really, the enamel is the part that pokes. So if you put your tongue on your teeth, the part that you're feeling is actually the what? What part you're actually feeling?
Crown.
The crown.
The crown.
Crown.
The
And
crown.
and the other ones are going to be the
gum.
the gum and also the nerves and stuff like that. All right. So this is the teeth or the tooth anatomy. All right. So besides, after the crown, which is protected by the enamel, we have another part which is the enamel. Let's talk about that. We said the enamel is that's the part that does the protecting. So it's the enamel right there. So enamel, right? For those of you who are doing the quizzes, are y'all finished with that yet? Or are y'all still working on it? For those of you who are doing the quizzes, are y'all finished with that? Are y'all still working? This is the hardest.
Still working.
Still working. Okay, the rest of you are still doing the quiz. Are y'all still working on the quiz or finished? Let me know, please. So this is
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Material. Go ahead. In the body, in the human body. Go ahead.
I got 100 on all of the quizzes.
On all of them?
That's all. I sent them to you.
Did you write the notes as well? You have to write the notes and the working. You have to do that.
Okay.
So this is the hardest material in the human body. It protects the tooth from decay. So Laura, can you read the definition of the enamel? Laura, can you read the definition of enamel?
Enamel. This is the hardest material in the human body. It protects the tooth from decay.
Very good. And Liliana, can you read the definition for enamel?
Enamel. This is the hardest material in the human body. It protects the teeth from decay.
Very good. So the enamel is found where? In the crown, the root, or the neck? Where's the enamel found? In the crown?
In the crown.
In the crown.
In the crown. Very good. In the crown. Very good. That's where the enamel is found. Good. Next, we have number 3. Number 3. Number 3 is we have the root. So the root, this is going to be the part. So the crown is the part that is above the gum, but the root is going to be the part that is below the gum. Okay, so the part of the tooth, below the gum, and anchors the tooth in the jawbone. So it anchors the tooth in the jawbone. Where's Ajani? Ajani, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So I need to tell your mommy that you don't write the notes, right? Is that what I need to tell your mommy? That you don't write the notes? And that you just in there sleeping? Hello, Ajani? Is that what I'm supposed to tell your mommy?
No, sir.
So why haven't you sent in the notes to me as yet? What's your problem? Are you writing down the notes?
Yes, sir.
You are not writing down the notes because I don't have them. Take a picture of your notes and send them to me. And that's not only Ajani, that's all of you. Take a picture of your notes and send them to me, please. Take a picture of your notes and send them to me. All right.
Right now?
I mean, if you haven't sent them already, not this yet. I'm not ready for this yet. Okay, number 4. The next is the dentine. So we have the crown, which is found above the gum. the enamel, which is also found above the gum, which is on the crown, and the root, which is found below the gum, and it stabilizes or anchors the tooth in the jawbone. All right.
Mr. Petit, you spell it wrong.
Which one?
You spelled dentine wrong.
Okay. Yes. All right, next. So it's an ivory substance below the enamel. And makes up most of the tooth. An ivory substance below the enamel that makes up most of the tooth. That is the dentine. That's this part. Let me show you right here. That's this sort of like a filling. So all of this orange stuff right here, that's the dentine or dentin. All of this is the dentin or dentine. All that's right here. Right? That's why it says that it's below the enamel, as we can see, and it makes up most of the tooth. So your tooth is primarily made up of dentin. All right. For those of you who are working on that quiz, are y'all done? For those of you who are still working on the quizzes, are y'all done? All right, let me go down. All right, so solving inequalities is gonna be, all right, good. What the name is? Genesis, that's the second one. I'm gonna send the first one. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on. So go ahead, Alea, what is the definition, or what is the purpose of the crown?
Pardon me?
The crown, what do we have put on the crown? That is what?
The part of the tooth above the gum.
The part of the tooth above the gum. What is it covered with?
A protective layer called the enamel.
Very good. Very good. And Jada, what do we know about the root? Jada, what do we know about the root?
The root is the part of the tooth below the gum, and it anchors the tooth in the jawbone.
Very good. And Kyla, what do we know about the dentin? Kyla Welchcomb. Where's Kyla? Kyla Welchcomb, can you hear me? Where's Kyla? Can't hear from Kyla. Kyla, can you hear me? Kyla, you have to speak into the mic. Speak into the mic. What happened to your mic, Kyla? At the center. Yeah, right. Of the teeth.
Which tooth is this?
This one look more like a molar or premolar. So tissue is
I
found
think
at
I
the
lost one
center.
of those before.
Tissue is found at the center of the teeth that contain blood vessels, and nerves. The pulp, canal, runs the length of the teeth. Runs the length of the teeth. And then the last part we have is going to be the cementum. Ajani, where's Ajani? Cementum. So you have the cementum. You haven't sent the notes. You have to send the notes, Ajani. You have to send the notes. The problem is you're doing everything except the work you're supposed to be doing in the class. So cementum is, this is another type of tissue, and makes a thin covering at the root of the tooth. It helps to hold the tooth in the gum. That's what we mean by the cementum. It helps to hold the tooth in the gum. Cementum. So what do we have? We have the, let me make this smaller so y'all can see. So we have the crown.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna be joining on another device, but can you give me a couple seconds, please?
Yeah. So we have the crown right here. We have the crown, and in the crown, we have the enamel, right? That covers or protects the crown. This is the hardest material. Now, the substance that makes the most, the substance that makes up the most of the tooth is the dentin or the dentine. In the neck, we have the gum, all right? In the neck, we have the gum. And the root cements, the root here is what anchors the tooth, all right? All right, so anyone can answer this question? What protects the crown?
The enamel.
The enamel, very good. Joel Cooper, you say you're finished? Joel Cooper, you say you're done? Where's Joel Cooper? Joel Cooper, are you finished? Where's Joel Cooper? All right. And then the next part. What is the part of the tooth that anchors it in the jawbone?
Roots.
The root. Very good. The root. Very good. Which substance makes up the most of the tooth?
Pulp.
The
No,
dentin.
the dentin. Very good. The dentin. All right. If you're finished writing this down, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, if you're finished writing this down, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Come right back in 1 second. All right. All right, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Genesis said the quiz is giving her anxiety. All right, are we done with this notes? Can I move on to general science?
Yes, sir.
Let me know if I can move on.
I'm almost done.
Almost done?
Almost done.
Okay.
Mr. Petit, can I get a couple more seconds, please?
Yes, we can. All right, so Chai, what do we know about the cementum? What do we know about the cementum?
It covers at the root of the teeth.
Uh-huh. And it holds what?
It helps to hold up the tooth in the gum.
Very good. Helps to hold out the tooth in the gum.
Very
Very good. And you know that because what does the word cementum remind you of?
Cement.
Cement, yeah, cement. As a hint, right? And Zion Neely, are you there? There's Zion Neely.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead, Anaya.
If we're done with the quizzes, can we go?
You finished with the rounding and the solving?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you send the picture of it to me?
I'm about to right now.
Yeah, once you do that, then you could go, yeah. All right, we're gonna move on to general science. So once you finish with this, we can move on to general science, all right? All right, Alex Delavo, are you finished with these notes? Let me know, please.
Excuse me, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Draw the diagram.
You don't take a screenshot of it because you don't have enough time to draw the diagram.
Also, Mr. Petit, can you send the rounding quiz again, please?
Send the rounding one? Okay, no problem.
Yes, I'm done.
Yes, go ahead.
How was your day?
Very good. Excellent.
Okay, I just trying to see if we're in a good mood, so I don't have to write too much notes in general science.
No, man.
Very smart idea.
I have to give you notes. You don't want to fail the exam. All right, so
Failing an option.
Exactly. So we have to get the work done. All right. So I think we're done. Let's move on to general science.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, I could quickly use the bathroom, please.
Yes, you can, quickly. All right, so for general science, we have been looking at forms of energy. We talked about the fact that we can get energy from different sources, right? We get energy from burning crude oil. In fact, we differentiated for general science, we differentiated two types of energy sources. We said that there are blank and blank. You remember? For general science.
Renewable and unrenewable.
Very good. We said then renewable energy sources, and they said there's non-renewable energy sources. Now, for the renewable energy sources, what are some of the renewable energy sources that we have? Renewable. Say it again.
Sun.
They will be like solar energy, right? What else? Right? Solar energy. What else? We also have hydro, which is with the water, right? And what else? We also have the wind, right? So that's another one. So that's that. So those are different types. So that would be the renewable energy sources. Now, give me a definition for renewable energy sources. What does that mean?
It can be used again.
It could be used again. No, I want a better definition. What do we mean by renewable energy sources?
You could find more if one
than
runs out.
once.
It's okay. It's found in abundance. What else?
And it can be used more than once.
It cannot run out.
It's easily generated.
It's easily to be replenished, right? It's easy to be replenished. All right. And then it's in abundance and it's easy to be replenished. That's like clean energy. And then you have the non-renewable energy sources, which would be like what? non-renewable
Takes a
energy.
very long time to make.
Very good. It's limited, right? So it's limited, and it's not easily to be reproduced, right? It's not easy. It's not. It's limited. It's finite, and it's not easy to be made. So like fossil fuels takes a very long time to make. All right. So now let me ask a question. Do you believe that energy can, we could move from one form of energy to another form of energy?
Yeah, so
You believe that could happen? Yes, that could happen. So right now we're gonna be talking about work, force, and distance. All right, so let's go work. Let's start with energy, work, right? Energy, work, and force and distance. If I ask you what is work, right? What do you say? What do you tell me that work is? The person say, well, I did work today or whatever. I went to work or I had a lot of work to do. What is work? What is work? Say it again. What is work? I'm talking to y'all. What y'all think work is?
When you accept to do something,
When you accept to do
Labor.
something.
The
Labor.
energy you put into something?
The energy you put into something.
Labor.
Labor. So what is energy? What is energy?
something that helps you move on.
Something that helps you move on. That sounds like hope. Is that is hope and energy the
No.
same thing?
No, sir.
So what is energy? What
The
is energy?
fuel to your body that helps you to like stay awake, to keep moving.
So energy is food? Are you telling me?
And
What is
you can get
energy?
energy from food.
Okay. So so does the car have energy? Does a car have energy?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
A car don't have energy. Does a light bulb have energy?
Yes, sir.
So how come a
Yes,
car
sir.
have energy? A car don't have energy, but a light bulb have energy.
A car
Because
does have energy.
have energy.
A car does have energy. So but you tell me that energy is food. So I don't understand. What is energy?
So I say you can get energy from food.
Okay, so what is energy though? Anyone want to try? What is energy?
Energy is basically like something that helps you to do something like energy for a car is gas and food for humans is like energy. So like energy is something that helps us to like do stuff,
Ah,
activity.
okay. So
Can I say a source of fuel or source of
source of strain.
power?
So energy in
Energy is
science.
Energy is essential for functioning.
Okay, it is essential for functioning, but in science, there's a very simple definition. If they ever ask you what is energy, what they're looking for.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Mm-hmm.
I could say one.
Go ahead.
Energy is the ability to work or
Very good.
move.
Very good. Energy is the ability to do work. This is a very sciencey definition. So when I ask you what is energy in general science, this is what I'm looking for. And this is what they'll be looking for in your exam. This is what they want you to know. Energy is the ability to do work. That's very technical because even the way how we define work, what work is different for in the in a normal way, in a normal world, the way how we define work is different in science, right? It's more technical, right? Not everything is work. So energy is the ability to do work, all right? So once something has the ability to do work, we say energy. So it is used up. So energy is this thing that could be used up, right? So energy is used up. So whenever work is done, energy is used. That's the technical definition. So it can be used up when what? When work is done. All right. So when work is done, energy is used. All right. All right. So that's the definition of energy. So what is energy, class? What is energy?
is the ability to do work.
Very good. Energy is the ability
It's the ability to do
to do
work.
work. To do work. All right. Now, what is work? So, or when is work done? All right. It's very important. So work is done. So work is done. So work. Work is done. Work is something that work is something done when a force, when a force is applied to an object in the direction of the force. This is very important. So work is done when a force is applied to an object and the object moves in the direction of the force. So let's look at the work formula. So let's look at the work formula. Let's look at the work formula. So the work formula goes like this. Work is going to be equal to, so work done So work is going to be equal to work done is going to be equal to a force multiplied by distance. So work is done when the force is multiplied by the distance. Now, the units, so the units for work is Newton meters or joules, because Newton meters is joules. The units for force is newtons, and the units for distance is meters. Give me 1 second, please. 1 second.
Let's not say anything.
All right, so what is the definition or the formula for work done? So we can calculate work, right? Work is done, and we have the force multiplied by the distance. Work is measured in joules, force is measured in newtons, distance is measured in, distance, and the distance for and the units for distance is meters. Okay. So what is force? All right. So if someone exerts a force, can y'all hear me? Y'all got me, right? Let me know if y'all got me. Can you hear me? Let me know, please.
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes,
good.
sir.
So the force is a push or pull. The force is a push or pull. That
That
causes,
should be on
yeah, that's good. That causes a change in motion, in the motion of an object. So that's what the force is. The force is a push or pull that causes a change in object. The distance is going to be how far, how far the object moves when the force is applied. So the distance is how far the object moves when the force is applied. That's the distance. So the object has to move in the direction of the force. All right. Otherwise, no work has been done. Okay. So what is energy? Anyone can answer this. What is energy? What do we mean by energy?
Energy is
The ability to do work.
The ability to do work. Very good. When is work done? When is work done?
After you're done
It's
writing.
applied
When
to
the
an
force is applied to an object, yes.
in the direction to the force.
Very good. And the object moves in the direction of the force.
So
Then we have the work formula. This is very important formula, by the way. The work done formula is going to be work done is equal to what?
force
The
times
force
Force
times the
times
distance. Very good. Force times the distance. What's the units for work?
is a Newton meter, meters or joules.
Oh, joules. Very good. And Newton meters and joules are the same thing, right? They're the same thing. What's the unit for force?
is newtons, and the units for distance is meters.
Very good. Now, what do we call a push or pull? What do we call a push or pull?
Force.
It's a force. Very good. And what do we call, in this case, for the distance, what do we call the distance in this formula? What is that?
How far the object moves when the force is applied.
Very good. So let's look at an example of how to calculate work. So let's say we have, an example. So example here. So Jason lifts a box using 9 newtons of force, 2 meters, 2 meters, 2 meters onto the table. How much work?
Wait, so Mr. Petit, we doing math inside of general science?
Who is that speaking?
Michael?
No. Then the quizzes are not for you. They're for someone else. How
No,
much?
I mean like when they say work done equals force times distance.
Yes, we are doing math and general science. Remember, Math is the queen of all sciences. So you can't have science, whether it be general science, and if you move forward with it with science, for those of you doing engineering, if you're doing engineering, if you're doing anything in the STEM, you need math. Like you need math. Math is there.
Does that count as coding?
Coding as well, yes. Math is all in, yeah, definitely.
I need to learn.
So how much work did he do? How much work did he do? Can anyone tell me how much work did he do using the formula? How much work did he do?
9 newtons of force and distance.
So the work done, so the work done is going to be what? Work is going to be equal to 9 newtons multiplied by what? Multiplied by
Force multiplied by distance.
So the force is what? Newtons.
Oh, the newtons.
Yeah, the force is the newtons, right? And distance is what? 2 meters?
Meters.
So how much work is done?
9 newtons times.
How much work is done?
18.
18, very good. 18 what?
Newton and meters.
18 Newton meters. 18 Newton meters. Right? But what do we say Newton meters is?
Force and distance.
No, Newton meters is what? Joules.
Joules.
Joules. So we convert that to joules. So how much work done? How much work is done?
18 joules.
18 joules of work was done. Very good. 18 joules of work was done. All right. Let's do another one. Let me come on this side and put this on this side for us here. Boom. And let me just, can I pop this out? Oh no. Let me write it again. So we have enough space on the next side. This. So what is the formula for work? All we need to do is multiply what?
The force times the distance.
Very good. Multiply the force times the distance. All right. So that's how we're gonna get the amount of work done. All right. So let's go ahead and let me put this on the side. So work done. So work is going to be equal to work. So this is the technical definition of work. Okay. Work is going to be equal to 9 newtons multiplied by what? 2 meters. Going to be equal to what? 9 newtons times 2 meters is going to be what? 18 Newton meters.
I can't hear you at all.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 18 Newton meters. And what is 18 Newton meters? That's going to be what? 18 what? 18 joules. Joules. All right. Do you all understand that? Let me know if y'all understand that, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
The rest of you, do you all understand this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that means that if you are just the only time work is done is when, so let me show you. The only time work is done is when you have, so that, let's say we have this box, right? We just look back at this box. We have this box here, right? So the only time
Excuse
work
me,
is
Pretty.
done, yes,
What that J stand for again?
joules. Joules. So the only time work is done is when the force that this person, the force acts on this box and it lifts it what? It lifts it up, right? That's when the work is done, right? He lifts the box. It moves what? How much meters up? 2 meters up, right? And the arrow represents the force. So this is 9 newtons. So the only time work is done is when this box is lifted up, right? In the direction of the force. So the force is moving up. So it's 9 newtons to lift it. That's 9 newtons of force that is applied. And 2, it covers the distance of 2 meters. And so that means it's going to be 9 times 2, which is 18. It's going to be 18 joules. And that's how we get that one. Okay. So no work is done. No work is done. So say, right? Let's say you have a wall, right? So the work is only done when the box does what? When the box does what?
Moves.
Move. The work is only done when the box moves. So let's look at another thing. So if the box does not move, has work been done?
No, sir.
No,
No.
sir. No, sir.
No, no. The box does not move, no work is done. So let's say, for example, you have this wall, right? Let's say you're standing at this wall, right? You're standing at this wall. And
We
then
could draw it, right?
if you want to, you don't have to. But you're standing at this wall and you walk up to this wall, right? And when you walk up to this wall, you want to push. You're going to push onto this wall, right? So you're pushing against this wall, using all your might, and you're pushing this against this wall, and you're pushing against this wall with all the might that you have, right? If the wall does not move, will the wall move? Will the wall move? Yes or no?
No, sir.
No, the wall does not move. So technically speaking, even though you push, if the wall does not move, technically you did not do any work from a science standpoint. So don't care how much you push, how much you exert all the energy. If the object doesn't move, no work was done. Even though you're tired, even though you fatigue, no work was done. So pushing against the wall, that doesn't count as work. What if you are standing still? If you're standing still, holding a heavy load, no work is done. No work, because the stuff has not moved, right? Now, if you lift it up, work was done. But if you just holding it, work is not done because the object is not moving, all right? And so the only time work is done is when you have the object moving in the direction of the force. That's the criteria for science, okay? That's the criteria for science. Let's do another example. Let's do another example. Let's do another example. So let's say we have, let's say Sarah. Let's say Sarah pushes a chair. Let me, Sarah, this is gonna be example number 2. So Sarah pushes a chair with, let's say she used 8 newtons of force across the floor for 3 meters. What's going to be her work done? What's going to be the work done for Sarah? Hello, I'm not talking to myself. What's going to be her work done? Work done is going to be what?
24 joules.
Work done is going to be what? What is work going to be?
24 joules.
joules. 24 joules.
So work is going to be equal to, how did you get that? Gonna take what?
You got the multiply 8 by 3
times 3 meters.
8 newtons. Multiplied by
3.
what? Multiplied by
3
what?
meters.
3 meters. Very good. 3 meters.
Equals
what?
24
meter.
24. 24 what? Newton meters, right?
Yes, sir.
Which is 24 joules.
Equals
Which is equal to
24
24 joules. Very good. Yes, Lexi? Lexi, you have your hand raised. 24 joules. I think she want to talk. All right. Okay, good.
Sorry, I mean to put my hand up. That was a mistake.
Okay. Joel Sweeting.
Yes, sir.
Where's Joel Sweeting? How was work done?
Pardon me?
How was work done?
You finished it.
Okay. Where is Rashid Wilson? Rashid Wilson.
Yes, sir.
How was work done? Or what's the
By
what's
times
the
in
what's the
8.
formula? What's the formula for work?
Formula for work is 8 times.
No, the formula. The formula. What's the formula for work? Right there.
Work 4 times distance.
4 times distance. Very good. And in this case, for number 2, read the question.
Sarah pushes a chair with 8 newtons of force across the floor for 3 meters.
You want to figure out how much work, I should put that as, how much work is done. So how much work is done? So how much work is done? Go ahead, Wilson, tell me how much work is done.
So work is done is 24, but to get it is 8 newtons times 3 meters equals 24. Newton meters equals 24. Equals 24.
Joules.
Joules.
Very good. And Rashid Wilson.
Yeah.
How are we gonna get the work done for this one?
8 times 3.
8 times 3?
8 newtons. Yes,
and,
sir.
And when we do 8 times 3, what do we get?
24.
24 what?
Newton meters.
Newton meters. And that's gonna be equal to what?
24 joules.
24 joules. Rashid, what is the definition? What is the formula for work done?
Force times distance.
Force times the distance. Very good. Go ahead and read this one. Example number 2.
Jason lifts a box using 9 newtons of force 2 meters onto the table. How much work did he do?
How are we gonna get this?
By times in 9 newtons times 2 meters.
Very good. So we say 9 newtons times 2 meters, and that's gonna be equal to what?
18 Newton meters.
Very good. And that gives us what? So we have 9 newtons times 2 meters, which gives us what, Rashid?
18 Newton meters.
Newton meters, which is what?
18 joules.
18 joules. Very good. All right, class, do y'all think y'all know how to do this on your own? Y'all think y'all be able to find the work of something on your own?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sure. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put inside the chat this last question. If you know how to do it, put your answer inside the chat for me. David pulls a rope. This is number 3. This is the last one. David pulls a rope with 20 newtons of force over a 4-meter distance. How much work is done? How much work is done? He pulls a rope with 20 newtons of force over a 4-meter distance. How much work is done?
So type it in.
Type inside the chat. Please include the units. Please include the units. Please include the units. All right. Please include the units. Thank you, Jaden. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Aiden. Gray. Thank you, Isaiah. Thank you. I don't want Newton meters. I don't want Newton meters. What is Newton meters? Newton meters is what? What is Newton meters?
Newton meters are force.
Newton meters is what?
Force.
No, Newton meters is equal to joules. Newton meters is equal to joules. All right? Yes. So I don't want Newton.
Miss Petit, we check my answer, please.
Antoine. All right. What do y'all have for this one? What do y'all have for this one?
80 joules.
What do y'all have for this one?
80 joules.
80 joules. Very good. 80 joules. How do we get that? So work done is going to be what?
20 newtons times 4 meters.
So work is going to be equal to 20 newtons. 20 newtons.
Times 4 meters.
20 newtons.
This one.
Where is Rashid Wilson? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
How is work done? Explain how we're gonna get our answer.
By times and by 4.
Times in 4 meters. Where's your notes, Rashid? Did you send me your notes?
I'm gonna send it right now.
Okay, so you need to send your notes. And what do we get? 20 newtons times 4 meters is gonna be what?
80.
80 what?
Newton meters.
80 Newton meters. Which is gonna be equal
Which
to what?
equals 80
80
joules.
joules. 80 joules. Very good. 80 joules. How many persons got 80 joules? Let me know if you got 80 joules, please.
I did.
80 joules.
I did.
Excellent.
I did.
Excellent. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Everyone needs to do that. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Once you've already done that, then you can leave. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. And then
Good night,
you can
Miss
have a
Petit.
good night. Good night, good night, good night. All right, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Good night, Miss Petit.
Good night, good night. Good night, good night.
Good night, Miss Petit.
Good night. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Everyone needs to do that.
Excuse me, Miss Timothy.
Go ahead.
Is it possible for you to send me last week's general science notes? Because I can't find them in my book.
No problem. Or you just look online. I have the video right there. Go on week 3, day 2.
Online, where?
You don't know my YouTube channel?
You have a YouTube channel?
Oh wow. All right, I'm gonna send it to you. That's where you can find all of the class recordings. All right.
Mr. Petit, when I went to look for a class, I was a little confused. I don't think I saw one. Do you post all? Did you already post all?
I post basically all. The only one I haven't posted up. The only one I have not posted is the only one I have not posted is the ones for this week, but all of them are there.
Okay, I got confused. I just kept seeing a lot of glad stuff.
I just sent it.
Go on videos. Once you go on videos, and then you could see it's the ones for us is evening classes. All right, that's the ones for us, evening classes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mr. Petit, could you send me the first quiz we had, please? Because my own
Mr. Petit.
reason.
The first
Miss
quiz.
Petit. Yeah, and the math.
The math one, okay. What that one? That one was on the inequalities.
The line. It was something to do with
Yeah.
the line.
Inequalities.
Yeah.
All right, no problem.
Thank you. Good night.
Mr. Petit, I just sent it.
All right, Rashid, you say you sent it?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. No problem.
Miss Petit.
Uh-huh.
I already sent my notes to you, and yeah.
Who's that
The
speaking?
notes go up.
Lexi?
Yes, sir.
All right, no problem.
Okay.
Have a
Good
good
night.
night. Have a good night.
You too.
Mr. Petit, I still doing my thing, but I already click it, so I have it open. So I'll just send it when I done. But good
No
night.
problem. No problem. That's fine.
Yes, sir.
Genesis. It's no problem.
Mr. Petit, our class is tomorrow.
Yes, we have class tomorrow. Rashid Wilson, I didn't have your mic open in class, but I'll have it open
Oh.
tomorrow. All right.
Yes,
But
sir.
thank you for sending the notes. All right.
Yes, sir.
Good. See you tomorrow. Same time at 6 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Good night.
Good night.